is episode 40's blog, Let Go. Really? Why? Probably the hardest challenge for any of us is embracing any perceived pain as useful. We tend to hold on to things and feelings, and if it doesn't feel good, we don't want to feel it. So we decide to never feel that way again, and then we create often elaborate patterns of avoidance and rules. We build huge, powerful rule sets that we think will protect us from the hurt again, when in reality, the rules trap the energy dynamics into place and keep us chasing our tails. We never are dealing with our part of our own setup, our joint creation, in honest ways, and there is a failure to appreciate what our lives are about. We miss valuing our lessons about relating to ourselves and others and our own creations. We get stuck in continuous looping holding power patterns of pain. It can be challenging to be grateful for one's pain. John J. Murphy, my guest this week, mentions that egos don't understand appreciation. We are in our wounds and can stay there unless something happens to bring awareness. It takes honesty and an intention to look at what we are creating and making our reality out of. It takes us getting out of our blindness and perspective and role-playing. This is an act of love towards self. To look. Stuff happens in our lives all the time. Acceptance is useful here. It will bring us face to face with what we value about life as contrast in gentle and most often traumatic ways. We might never have seen it coming, but on reflection we can see often our setups. Those times and spaces where we weren't paying attention, where we failed to stop, and where we listened to what sounded convenient and took the easy way out, which is different than appreciating one's own flow and trust. Most of us are not in strong enough daily congruent states to build in a floodplain and then not be surprised when the rain comes and the house floods. We might wonder sometimes why a neighborhood can be decimated and one house is not. Perhaps there is something different about the energy of the owner that keeps them safe and a sense of higher ground. Why is it that some get a disease that can kill many and it just dissipates in another? Only when we realize what our feelings are letting us explore from within our non-attached sense of consciousness can we own our own feelings and then shift gears intentionally if wanted. There is nothing wrong with being unhappy. It can be a useful state at times, but who wants to be unhappy for more than a moment? There is nothing wrong with feeling like a warrior vanquishing the bullies and protecting the weak, and felt with righteousness and belligerence can wear a soul down. When it is coming from within a rule set of victim, abuser, user, etc., it may be a sense of power and loss of power that is active, and keeping it creating realities of happening again and again, and the highs and lows of joy and misery. The pattern is set in place, and the people and circumstances may change over the years, but the same dynamic is playing out for the lifetime. Employing our ability to manifest our love of self and others takes maybe many different moments of wanting to and choosing to be love. Is it love betrayed you are feeling, or is it your ideas of what love means to you, your illusions of what love is that you are in resistance with? How is your pain helpful in supporting your wounded beliefs of love and what you think you deserve to experience? We can say we want love, but if it is with attachment, it is not love, only our illusion of love. Letting go means one can experience something else without the poison of the past. It is how we transcend our wounds into the gifts that they are if we are willing to unwrap them.